주인이 돈 주고.
How's that?
So the joystick is not the best here. Well.
Gorgeous, yeah, kind of look.
Drink with a straw. Where is it? Oh. The camera's like. And that time you can go get him, and then part of what you take it just to be able to like get a full shot. I feel like it makes sense like this.
Yeah. Or wait. Do you want it low, Mina, or do you want it high? Like.
Well, here you go, buddy.
It's just a bow.
Like a business card.
It's like he's bequeathing us with our weapons.
I hope you know how to tie a tie.
No.
You'll be tying all. That's the free. That's the free ride. We have to know.
Yeah, no. Tie, tie. Awkward pause between the bequeathing of a tie.
You're the right one, please.
Can't time it.
Okay. There, I'm gonna hold your head. I'm sorry. Alright. Just trying to put it securely.
There you go.
Don't you do prom hair?
Exactly, and also.
No, it's gonna be just video, music montage.
Yes.
What? Are you up under your collar?
Dad, go ahead and go around him and help him with his collar to get that collar back down.
Push it up a little bit more.
It's alright. As long as it's not like keeping the envelope.
Yeah, let's just hold her hand.
You know what? This is as much as I can do.
She's giving up.
Okay. Okay. Hold this. Let this thing go.
So the bride and the groom have requested an unplugged ceremony. So that means if you can please keep your cell phones in your pocket, that would be great. Enjoy the ceremony. Have a seat. Family and friends of Leonard and Mina, welcome. Leonard and Mina are happy to share this day with you. You've watched them grow up. You went to school with them. You worked with them. You've waited on Leonard, whether it's to play a nerdy board game or to propose to Mina.
Yes.
Because you've supported them and you know them so well, it's fitting that you're the ones here to share this new beginning with them. One of my favorite memories of Leonard and Mina is traveling through Europe together. We had a blast. And one thing that I learned about them is that they're always up for an adventure together. In this new coming life, there are going to be a lot of new adventures. As this wedding approached, I asked them individually, why do they want to get married? And Mina was pretty quick to respond. She said she never met anyone like Leonard, that he's honest, and he always says what he's thinking, maybe even when he shouldn't. And Leonard said he wants to get married because he wants to tell her and everyone in his life that he can't live without her. It may be the most sentimental thing I've ever heard from him, and I loved it. I think it's important. Marriage is a commitment. We can grow together when we know each other. When we can grow together, we can know each other, we can love each other. Leonard and Mina have been through so much already. They met in college. Leonard started his career, then he moved across the country. Mina started dental school and moved. They've journeyed all over the world. They've learned to grow together. So today, they're committing to keep growing together, to keep starting new adventures. I believe in love and sharing love. I believe in language. In some ways, I think that's all we have. So 3 phrases were gifted to me on my wedding day that I want to gift to you. So the first one is thank you. So giving thanks for and with your partner is one of the most important habits that you can build in a marriage. By giving thanks, you're sharing your happiness, you're sharing your love. But it takes time and intention and practice to put it in practice. So let's start now. So Leonard, look at Mina and repeat after me. Thank you. Mina, look at Leonard. You're already doing it. Thank you. Always be grateful for the journey that you walk together and for the journey that's coming. So the second phrase that I was gifted is I love you. We all need to be loved and appreciated. It's a human thing. So make each other know that they are loved. It's one of the most precious gifts that you can give. True love emerges when you can appreciate the positive, the negative, the good, bad, the happy, and the sad. So today, I'm saying it's your job to not only love each other, but to make sure that the other person knows that you love them. So, Mina, repeat after me. I love you. Leonard, repeat after me. I love you.
I love you.
Always let your partner know to their core that they are loved. The third phrase, and maybe hardest phrase that we were gifted, is I'm sorry, please forgive me. It's a hard fact that we have the ability to hurt those that we love the most, the deepest. So to break it down, I'm sorry, you have to acknowledge what you've done or neglected to do. Step outside yourself and see the world from your partner's point of view. Please forgive me. By requesting forgiveness, you have to be vulnerable. You have to start the process of moving forward. Neither step is easy, but both will bring you closer. Both will make your marriage stronger. So let's try this on. Leonard, repeat after me. I'm sorry, please forgive me.
I'm sorry, please forgive me.
Mina, I'm sorry, please forgive me.
I'm sorry, please forgive me.
I love you guys. So language is important, words are important, and we've come to the part where the words take Leonard and Mina from being engaged to being married. So, Leonard, repeat after me. I'm sorry.
What?
Leonard, do you take Mina to be your wife, to have, to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Mina, do you take Leonard to be your husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish for for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
That was cute. So your wedding rings is an outward symbol of the inner love that you both share, the inner lives that are about to be entwined. So Ivan, can you bring Mina's wedding ring? Hand it to Leonard, please.
Here you go.
Leonard, place this ring on Mina's finger and repeat after me. With this ring I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you.
I bind my life to yours.
I bind my life to yours.
It's a symbol of my eternal love.
It's a symbol of my eternal love.
My everlasting friendship.
My everlasting friendship.
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
Ivan, can you please bring the wedding ring to Mina? And sit down. But Mina, place the ring on Leonard's finger and repeat after me. With this ring I marry you.
With this ring, I marry you.
I bind my life to yours.
I bind my life to yours.
It's a symbol of my eternal love.
It's a symbol of my eternal love,
My everlasting friendship.
my everlasting friendship,
And the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
Thank you. May the wedding rings exchanged here today remind you always that you're surrounded by enduring love. May you always be thankful for each other. May I love yous fill every day. May forgiveness be ever flowing. May you never stop starting. And now, by the power vested in me, I declare you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. And now, I am very pleased to announce Mr. and Mrs. Untung.
I thought he would never shut up. You should have looked at your watch. Look, the coffee's ready by now. Yeah, the coffee better be ready. Get to it. With this board, why is it so tight? Why am I so
sunrise, I opened up my eyes, and at the first light, there you are, staring back at me, with a heart so free, and I just wanna be where you are.
Make some noise for the groomsmen. Let's hear it for Payam, Weston, Richard, and Elizabeth Ivan. Maria, let's hear it for Young. Let's hear it for Annalise and Tuha. Please stand up and make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Untung. start for their first dance. Give it up for Mina and Leonard.
Hey guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Yuha. I'm the maid of honor, and I want to thank you for being here to celebrate the couple's marriage. I met Mina in freshman year in college on the day of homecoming bonfire. We were introduced by a mutual friend, and Mina didn't seem so thrilled to have met me, honestly. I thought we'll never see each other again. But to be fair, I think both of us are well known amongst our friends to have that look, you know, if you know what I mean. But now she's my best friend. And I think the last decade of my life would have been devastating without knowing her. She's like a sister that I never have, and I have two. There are many things I love about Mina, but I think what makes her so special is her brutal honesty and her kind heart that is at the foundation of all. Having raised in South Korea, I sometimes struggle deciphering people after moving in the States. Koreans are very straightforward, and I felt puzzled and disconnected from the world without having people around me telling things the way it is. When Mina threw truth bombs at me, it was a fresh breeze of air and the light at the end of the tunnel. I knew I could trust this girl. When I had a total mental breakdown from a bad breakup in college, and I called Mina out of the blue, she showed up at my apartment at no time, and she stayed with me until I was no longer discombobulated. When one of us was halfway across the world, she would write me a handwritten letter that made everything seem okay. When I shared my childhood experience that had scarred me deeply, she didn't know what to do at that moment, but she joined the helpline to help others who are going through the same terrible experience to survive. Overall, she's just truly special and a beautiful person inside out. And I wish nothing but the best for this girl. And then one day, she told me she went to go meet this guy named Leonard at a mall. And I was like, first date at a mall. I was a little skeptical, but Leonard has earned my respect and trust over the last 8 years they have been together. He's one of the most generous, sincere, and smart people I know. But most importantly, he loves food and he's dear friends. When Leonard and Mina throw a party, it is almost guaranteed. Did I say almost? No. Always guarantee that there will be delicious food in a room full of generous and down-to-earth people. And that's us. Mina and Leonard, it has been my privilege to see you two grow and as a strong couple. You two complement each other perfectly in a unique way. Just like any other couples in this room, I know your journey together hasn't been nothing like a fairy tale. But they say a great marriage is not when the perfect couple come together. It is when an imperfect couple learns to enjoy their differences. I have seen you communicate and challenge each other to strengthen and deepen your love for each other. Continue to fall back in love with each other because you deserve the best and you have found each other. So I love you both. Cheers.
On the ground. Hi. Hello. For those who don't know me, my name is Ivan, and I was chosen to be Leonard's best man. Before I start, I would like to thank Yuha for his speech, and everyone who came here today, and everyone who worked so hard to make this event possible, and even to those who were unable to make it to this grand occasion. So thanks. Anyways, I've known Leonard since I was born. Obviously, since we're brothers, and I more or less knew the good sides and the bad sides of him growing up, and over time I just kind of grew to understand that he was just a really awkward person. And it's perfectly reflected in why I'm here in the first place. So story time. The first time he asked if I wanted to be his best man, like we were just getting out of his car, and then he just kind of hit his head away and just mumbled it to air. And I was like, I have no idea what you were saying. So I didn't actually know he wanted me to be his best man until way later. So but even then, we did it kind of in an unorthodox way. It's you was still kind of stumbling and kind of you didn't know how to say it. So I just I held up Tochi, and I was like, okay, just try to talk as if you're talking to Tochi and ask me. So that happened, and that worked. So yeah, we had some good times together. He was always the one who wanted to try different things, and we were always just kind of like in on for the ride. He spearheaded these kind of experiences, and it kind of led us to like a whole bunch of different experiences, like from cooking pho into the way early morning hours, and even even some of the things I'm doing nowadays. Like one day when I was like I think like 13 or something, he told me to just put a computer together, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, and he would just like, okay, do this, do this, do this. I'm like, okay, fine. So, but even that, he was always the one to take us out to places. So it was like when we were going to snowboarding in New Mexico, and even to Europe. Like we went to go see an opera at the Vienna Opera House. So, thank you, Leonard, for spearheading our family trips. You inspired me to take my own trips. Love you lots. So, over the years, he kind of delved deep into different hobbies, and describing him is almost like describing like a small encyclopedia of random stuff. It's like he'll learn as much as possible about something, and then he'll just keep it comparted in his head. Like he never forgets stuff. So honestly, he's the living example of the saying, variety is the spice of life. He's a great guy. So just going through the things that he did and continues to do, it's incredible. Really. So just to start with, he got into chess, he got into computers, games, board games, math. He got into he was really deep into fish for some reason, and beer, wine, motorcycles, coffee, yeah, pho, barbecue, hot sauce. So yeah, he's done a lot. He's done a lot. So as far as I know, I think he's going forward. He's probably going to be starting to grow his own peppers soon, something like that. But yeah, Leonard is a natural trailblazer, a natural leader, and at the same time, he's kind of somewhat of an unruly free spirit. So I'm glad that he has Mina to act as an anchor. So how effective that is, or how it will be, I'm not sure. But I think it'll be all right in the end. They've traveled together a lot frequently. I've been on a couple other trips. So from an objective standpoint, I think they're doing pretty good. So yeah, I think it'll turn out just fine. So in closing, I just want to say, respect and enjoy your time together. Don't sweat the small stuff. Travel this journey of marriage together with happy thoughts, and you will be blessed going forward. So, here's to a happy and healthy marriage. Cheers.
They don't remember. Ladies and gentlemen, they've been married for 60 years. Wonderful. On that note, they're ready to go. So what we need everybody to do, gather your things, head out the front door, line up for their grand exit. They want all of you to be a part of that. So
I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Keep going.
Kiss again.
Kiss! Kiss!